Alright guys, it's just a little preview for you for the new ANW Island 2. This course is brand new, not going to be used until Season 80. Again, donators will get a slight sneak peek to this if they donate. And the thing is, donators will leak what this course, obviously you can just see what it looks like because there's ANW Island right there. But donators will likely leak strategies here, so I just want to give you a pretty much a detailed overview here because somebody who donates will be able to give you just as much of a detailed review as I will be able to. So I just want to give you a preview of this ANW Island 2 Stage 1. We'll be doing this for all the stages. Right now, this is the only one I built, as you can see, right next to the original ANW Island. And this course is the longest one we've built since ANW 3. The ANW 3 has 13 Stage 1 obstacles. This ANW course, ANW Island 2, has 11 obstacles. It's very close in size to ANW 3. Will it necessarily be an ANW 3? I do not think so. There are a handful of new obstacles on here, but I don't think any of them will be too challenging. What ANW 3 did is that, I mean, we can just go over here if we look at ANW 3. ANW 3 just took our most challenging obstacles and put them all together. Pretty much our most challenging from Stage 1 are here. You can see like the floating steps at the time, this long cliffhanger, again the ice sliders, jumping spider, sonic curve, 3 warped walls, again just extended. I did not actually count the warped walls and I should have, so that would make 15 obstacles here. So 4 obstacle difference. You got an elongated slime road, double of this, and then the final climb. That's pretty much what happens there. Meanwhile, if we go to Warp ANW Island here, and we look at this course just takes our just different obstacles and puts them all together. Just a lot more time-consuming obstacles compared to actually challenging obstacles. Will this be another ANW 3? I doubt it. If it is, we can just build ANW Island 3 and it won't be a big deal. Plus, the Stage 2 of this course, I actually have the greatest ideas for it. I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. And what this really does is it introduces a new wave because we haven't gotten many brand new challenging obstacles in a long time. Look at the original ANW Island. The dancing stones were on Team Ninja Warrior. Only the double wedge was an obstacle that we actually have never seen before. The slime bounce was on ANW 9. Everything else here has been seen before. This course, on the other hand, has actually 4 new obstacles and a few modifications to some old ones. So let's go ahead and show you guys here what exactly we have here. So when we start, you'll notice automatically, what the heck is this? This is Snake Run. Snake Run is actually on ANW 4, which was run for 1 season. It did not actually exist on ANW 4 during that 1 season, but on the current ANW 4, it is. And it's much more difficult on that course. Basically, there's 2 routes here you can take. It's just like a snake. You can take this one, which goes to a quad. You'll get a quicker chance at finishing. Or you can take this longer route here, which will allow you to finish more easily. Again, people will figure that out early, which is why I'm telling you this. Next obstacle, you may recognize this if you've done Just Jump before. And actually, we need to move this down to here because you won't be able to get up there. This is the fence maze. This is on Just Jump, as you guys may be aware. Obviously, it's not going to be as challenging as the Just Jump version, even though it is an exact copy, just made in double, because you don't actually need to go up like on Just Jump. You just need to get across. Again, it's one of those obstacles similar to all the fence obstacles. It's a lot easier than it actually looks. The dancing stones, they actually still provide some sort of a challenge. That's the obstacle that returned there in its same exact place. They provided a challenge because of their maze aspect and this quad here at the end. I certainly think they were worth returning and leaving here. The double wedge also provided a challenge, but it has a modification. You'll have to make 2 slime transitions here. This second one being much more difficult. It actually took me a little bit to make this one, and there is actually a lot more ladder here than you'll see at the end of that one. It's impossible if you take away 1 ladder. So it's, again, just one of those obstacles that does provide a sort of strategy aspect for people to figure out. This next one is a modification of the cliffhanger. This is the slime hanger. Once you land on here, you have to bounce on this slime and catch. As you can see, I fell on it. I have not tried this very much. you have to actually catch a ladder. You got to jump out, bounce on a slime, and catch a ladder. You can see I'm trying to do this and narrate at the same time. It's just very challenging. Certainly a challenge that we needed as stage 1 was becoming a little bit easy for some of our greater ANW competitors. Here you need to jump all the way out almost to make that. Again, it's because I'm jumping at a fine height. I just don't know where the ladder is because it's very darn difficult to see where that ladder is from where you jump. You really need to be aware of where everything is on this course, and it is definitely going to take some practice. So donating will be absolutely worth it. I'm trying to show you guys how it is possible. I made this while I built it, but I can't seem to make it now that I'm recording, which is a little bit disappointing for me. This is actually very sad right now. But yeah, this obstacle, I do regret a little bit putting it on stage 1. Perhaps it should not be. I do want to see if some people donate and see them all try it, because we may just put the regular cliffhanger here and move this to stage 2. As you can see, I couldn't even do it. And the last transition is even tougher. You've got to get to a slime block and jump up here. I feel like I kind of went a little crazy with this like I did ANW 3, which is why this is going to take some testing. We got a midway leaderboard here for the first time. After this, it's the trapdoor flip. I'm calling it the trapdoor flip. I was actually going to call it cakewalk flip, but I was going to use cakes, but I decided trapdoors would be a lot better. So you guys basically will just flip these trapdoors and literally jump to them. So you can see that one's easier. I can jump back. I'm just going to flip them back because you're supposed to start flip from here, flip, jump. Now, this is the tough one because you've got a harder jump there and an easier jump here. If you go here, you've got to flip that lever mid-air and make that jump. If you go from here out to here, as you can see, it's a snake jump, so it's much more difficult to make. Even for me, it's much more difficult to make. But if you do manage to make it there, let me just see if I can do it. I did this in practice with I did this when I was building it with no issue. Why am I? Okay, there we go. If you do manage to make that, let me just go ahead and flip this back. If you do manage to make that and get up here, now you can actually bypass that and just jump to here, making it a lot easier. Next, the jumping spider. Only obstacle to remain on the course from original ANW. Obviously not in its original spot, but still here providing that same challenge. This obstacle, you may be wondering, why is this not the first obstacle on the course? It may be in the future. I'm trying to introduce a new obstacle, pretty much because the quintuple steps, floating steps, and snake run have all opened a course before on the actual Ninja Warrior. I haven't actually been able to think of something to open a course other than those 3. So snake run was used this time. These are the dragon steps. The interesting thing about the dragon head steps is that if you can shift out to here, but if you let go and step out, you're going to fall. You go right through that nose. So you can shift out here, and you're going to have to jump before you fall. As you can see, I fell there, so you've got to jump pretty far. Or you can make a longer jump and just go to here. Again, I haven't decided if I'm going to back these up to actually make people shift out here and have to jump quickly. I haven't decided that yet. I think that's too much of a challenge, though, for stage 1. This stage 1 already has some challenges. Some obstacles may have to be moved to stage 2 or even 3, as I believe this one will certainly have to. And the 2 obstacles away, we may have another. The hang jump returns as usual. This obstacle is not hard, just its overall success on original ANW really earned it its spot here permanently on Ninja Warrior. But why is there another one? Well, we've got the ladder hang. The ladder hang, I really regret putting this on stage 1. This, I think, is most certainly going to get moved to stage 3. It's literally the hang jump, but with ladders. Not only is it difficult to jump out from ladders, but you've got to make it in the hang jump type of jumps. You can see how difficult this is. And having to do this, the amount of times that the hang jump asks for, I literally think this is going to be almost impossible. I think this absolutely should be on stage 3. I don't know why I even left it here. But yes, this will certainly likely be moved to stage 3. I just want to see some other donators and competitors attempt it first and see what they make of it. Because this may just be me. Who knows? And for the first time ever, the door jumps will actually end a course other than Stage 2 because, well, the final climb is going to be on Stage 2. And you are going to be so pumped about the Stage 2 that I'm planning to build. It is going to be awesome. But yes, this is your Stage 1 course, guys. Donators will get an early preview, and I need some of you who are donators. I mean, I have none right now, but if you guys do plan on donating, any donation will get you access to this course, and I really need you guys to find a way to get on here because obviously I could just use my staff members, and I will, but I'd love to see some other people attempt this course as well to kind of test these obstacles. Remember, your testing will make it better for the overall ANW community, and your donation will help us continue the server and continue to help Scarce Hosting, which we've been very happy to have worked with for this long now. Almost a year of ANW now. And overall, it's just been absolutely awesome to have run this server for so long, and I'm hoping that we can keep it going here. But I need you guys to test these obstacles for me, especially the slime hanger, the ladder hang, fence maze, and pretty much all of the obstacles would be good to have some testers for, but mainly those three that I mentioned right there are in need of testing to see where they are going to go, what we would do if we do remove them. Fence maze, I am certainly going to keep no matter what. I just want to see if it should be the second obstacle or not. We can always switch it with something else, such as the trap door flip or something like that. This would become the cliffhanger, and this itself would move to Stage 2. And if the ladder hang opts to be too difficult, I will decide it'll likely go on Stage 3 if I were to guess. And that's kind of crazy how I could say, okay, if this obstacle's too hard, it's going to Stage 3, not even 2. I do believe this is a very difficult obstacle. I think people will have challenges with it. I just want to see some people try it and see how it turns out. Obviously, if some of you do actually find access to this course, if you do find a way, in fact, to get in here, and actually I just found a way myself, not liking that too much. If you do find a way to get in here, please let me know. I mean, I would appreciate the honesty so that way I do not have to deal with people just continuously sneaking in here. I would rather not have that occur. If you do in fact find a way to get in here, please let me know because this is only for donators. We want to make sure that they get our premium access here. So if you do find a way, please let me know. I'd appreciate the honesty to not let people in here. So this is the video for you ANW competitors who are looking forward to this. Again, if you want this by Season 80, please message me and let me know. By Season 80, the poll, we will either be sticking with ANW Island Original, ANW Island 1, we'll go to this one, ANW Island 2, or we will actually end up on ANW 9, which I believe is the most well-built course I've ever built. Just a lot of people hated it. So if you want to come back here, please let me know. We will be going back at some point, although I believe that we just have another alternative here, and we can always build ANW Island 3 if that need presents itself. So I will see you all in the next sneak peek for ANW Island 2 Stage 2.